The comedy world has had many issues, especially in the past couple of years, and I could talk about any number of them. But I think the one that plagues the most comics is the rise of political correctness and the criticisms that we get when we choose to venture and explore a riskier topic. This is not a new problem by any means. Two examples of historical comics are George Carlin and Richard Pryor, and they pushed back on these criticisms and paved the way for freedom of expression. They did this by purposely being politically incorrect. I wholly subscribe to the idea that a comic's job is, as George Carlin would say, to find where the line is and deliberately cross it. It's hard to discuss social issues, especially today when there are so many horrible and heartbreaking things going on in the world. When a comic takes these uncomfortable things and describes them in a humorous way, it's often seen as making fun of these topics. But the purpose is not to trivialize these issues, but rather to make it a little bit easier to think about them. So I hope that your takeaway from this is that if you see something in comedy and that might be a little bit more uncomfortable, it's not to, don't say to the comic that, oh, you can't say these things or you shouldn't be saying these things, but rather maybe you should be thinking to yourself, why is the comic saying this and why did they choose to say it in the way that they chose to say it? It's hard for a comic to explore topics that are harder, and it's not fair to them to just tell them you can't say these things, because this type of reflection is not how we grow stronger together. So if we do, we can grow stronger and understand everything. Thank you.